Good morning, guys. Ignore how tired and disheveled I look. I have been clearing out my computer, but it's 10:30 in the morning. It is Sunday. It is the last day of playoffs before the Super Bowl. I need to finish editing my last vlog, place a grocery order. We need to go to Costco. But really today is pretty much just to watch football. It's at 3 Eastern, which is going to be 12 our time, and then 6:30 Eastern, which will be 3:30 our time. So we won't be doing much throughout the middle of the day. But welcome back to the vlogs. We'll see what this one ends up being. Oh, I did also want to just say I showered last night. So yesterday is when I did my makeup practice for the photo shoot. I showered last night. I braided my hair in one big braid. And I'm gonna leave it in like this, exactly like this, until 2 o'clock, which is when I would be taking it out for the photo shoot on Thursday. And just see how it ends up looking, and just make sure that this is how I wanna do my hair. Because otherwise I will be showering that morning and then Dyson, like, air drying / curling my hair. I can't decide if I want to wear it like braided kind of curls or Dyson kind of curls. So we're going to test it out today, see if I really like it, see how it turns out. And if I don't love it, we're going to try the Dyson way. And hopefully one of them turns out good. I filmed nothing additional yesterday. I fell asleep during the second game, but both games ended the way that I predicted them to end. But honestly, I was mad impressed with the Broncos and their backup quarterback that I can't remember the name of. Like, honestly, his offensive line let him down more than he let everybody else down. But I think they could have won had the third quarter snowstorm not absolutely just destroyed everyone on both sides. Nobody could even stay upright. That was crazy. Our last package arrived yesterday. Oh my gosh. So, this is hairspray. I don't use hairspray almost ever because I just wear my hair natural all the time. This is what happened after I took it out of the braid. Although I did not take it out when I was supposed to take it out. I slept 2 nights with it in a braid and just took it out this morning. So I think I'm just gonna wear it this way because it's reliable. Like, you know, when you curl your hair manually and like sometimes it can turn out so great, sometimes it can turn out terrible, but at the same time, like, even if it turns out great, by the time I get fully done curling my hair, get to the studio, we take a couple pictures at the studio, because I think that's what she wants to do, is take a couple at the studio and then go to Sycamore Grove, I think is the place that it's called. It's like a nature reserve that where we're getting it done. By the time we do that and then drive to Sycamore Grove and then get out, start taking pictures, I just think my hair will have fallen out, and then I'll be left with like weird, straggly, partially curled, not great. My hair will hold this for days because my hair is naturally just, coarse and curly. But I've never tried Nexus, but it's comb through flexible hold hairspray. So I'm hoping this will help. And then obviously my It Cosmetics CC Plus Natural Matte 40 SPF foundation in Fair Porcelain. We officially have all of the things we need for the photo shoot. It is Monday, the photo shoot is on Thursday. My only dilemma is my nail on my pointer finger, the same one that breaks every single time, in the same spot that it breaks every single time, is starting to pull up a little bit, and I'm gonna need it to hang on so that all of my nails can be the same length for this photo shoot. I will be so upset if I have one nail break. I will be so mad. So my shower, so I'm gonna shower, like do my everything shower Wednesday night, and I will paint my nails and do all of the things to prep, and then my hair should just be taking it out of the braid, and I think I'm gonna do like a pulling this part back situation and putting one of my big nude bow in the back. I think we have decided on the lighter colored sweatshirt for David, because I think it just looks better on him. I was correct about the darker one where it just blends in too much with everything else. Like his eyes, his hair, his skin is all like darker tan. Anyway, I don't know what the plan is today. I kind of have this weird desire to do my makeup again, like full face makeup. But I really shouldn't, because I don't want to like make my skin freak out right before I have to like have a photo shoot, you know? So I'm like, put my skin first and don't coat myself in makeup every day and then clog all my pores before the photo shoot. But I should do skincare for sure. I did not do skincare the last 2 days, and I should definitely do that, because otherwise my skin will be super dry and flaky under the makeup, which is not cute. So, anyway, we'll find something to do during this vlog, but the fact that January is almost over is crazy. David just called me and asked if we had an appointment on February 12th because he and a couple of his staff were invited to Google headquarters for like some sort of, I don't know. They want feedback on selling their products and things like that. So he was invited to Google headquarters, which sounds really fun. Well, not so much. I think it's just going to be a big meeting. But like, I think it'd be cool to see Google headquarters. But a week from today, we have our first non-stress test, which is crazy. And then, what? 1, 2, 3. We have 1 month until she could come. 4 weeks until she could come. Well, I don't know. All the people in my Facebook group are like, you guys better be packing your hospital bags. Your babies can come any day. Like, obviously, there have been so many babies that have already been born that are due in March in this Facebook group that I'm part of. So everyone's posting, like, make sure you have your hospital bags packed. Make sure you're ready and blah, 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 blah. I'm very much not ready. We still need to order a ton of stuff. And so I'm hoping she makes it to at least 37 weeks. Which would put us at February 22nd. But that's literally 1 month away. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, basically exactly 4 weeks. That's so wild. About 4 to 6 weeks, and I will officially be a mom. Also, I was laying in bed. We decided to watch the football games from bed yesterday, which was the best Sunday ever. We were so lazy. And I was like, I had my hands on my stomach, and I asked Dave, because I was going like this and pushing down, and like you could feel this lump in my stomach. And I was like, do you think that's a human or an organ? And he goes, I think it's human, because then he drug his hand this way, and you could fully feel like a whole arm or a whole leg or a whole, I assume it's a leg because I think she is head down. At least last ultrasound they said she was head down. And then I think it's only like 3% of babies once after 30 weeks, if they're head down, flip back breech. So I assume it was a leg, but like you could fully feel it through my stomach. She's that big now. Anyway. I've talked a lot of nothing, so I need to finish editing today. I have 2 shorts to edit, I think, and I need to add just final touches to the vlog that I've been editing. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, I did decide to try my makeup again. I think I like this one better than the last one. Now, obviously, I didn't do the like dark eyeshadow liner situation because I'm not putting on mascara or fake lashes or whatever right now. So I just left all the lash part off. Imagine that was put on though, and I think it would look good. I did much lighter eyes just because I'm not a dark eyes human. The lighting does make it look not super bold. Like, I feel like when I look in the mirror, it looks so different than when I'm looking in the viewfinder. So maybe let's try going to the bathroom and see if the lighting looks different. Whoa. Not really. Oh, man. I mean, I just feel like in person it looks so good. And then when I go to the camera, I just look pale and washed out. The other thing, I'm in the middle of rewatching my video before I post it and adding music and stuff to it. There was something that I said in the video a while ago. Oh, it was the update on Nova. The vet called me, and in the last video, I was saying that she got the like early results back of like the basic test, and nothing came up. Nothing was showing wrong or abnormal in any way. Well, she got the rest of the results back, and there is one bacteria that is showing high. Like, it's normal occurring bacteria, like it should be there, but it's in higher amounts than we would like, and it can cause the symptoms Nova's having. So I did ask her if that can be like a chronic thing, like could her body just naturally produce this bacteria more, which is why she goes like up and down and up and down and up and down. And she said basically we would need to run the test every time she's having a flare-up problem, just to confirm that every time it's happening, this bacteria is there in abundance, basically. So we might do that, but we're not doing anything else because we changed her food. Pretty sure I said that, or maybe I didn't. At the first vet appointment, she did prescribe Nova prescription dog food, hydrolyzed protein. Like, you literally cannot get it without a prescription. I ordered that day. So she's been on it for, I want to say like 4 days now. We're still transitioning though. So she's still getting like half of the old food and half of the new food. And let me tell you, it's doing a number to her stomach. She definitely has gotten much worse. But that's kind of to be expected when you change a dog's food. So the vet, when she said that this bacteria was there, she's like, there is an antibiotic to cure it and to make it, be in a normal range, but it can also just fix itself. So I'm supposed to call her tomorrow and give her an update on what her poop is looking like. Which is not going to be a very good update, I hate to tell you. But I think I'm going to tell her I want to give it another, 4 days, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to put her on an antibiotic if I don't have to, Plus, with the change of the food, that probably has a lot to do with it. So I think I'm going to have her give me 4 days to a week. And if it doesn't get better by then, I'm going to put her on the antibiotic so that we can get her back to base level her base level of normal, not normal dog normal. And that way her body can fully, we can get her fully on the new food and see if that changes anything. She wants to give her 8 full weeks with doing nothing else. She doesn't want to do a blood test or run any other panels or do any other tests until she has been 100% on this hydrolyzed protein prescription dog food for at least 8 weeks to see if it makes a difference. So we're going to do that. But I think I'm going to transition her to, right now I'm doing 50-50, old and new. I think now I'm going to start doing 1/3 and 2/3 for the next couple days. And then I'm just going to do all of the new food after that. Because we can't start the 8-week timer until she's 100% using the hydrolyzed food. But at least we have something. That's more than we've had for the last basically year almost. And I'll take it. So hopefully it helps. It is Wednesday, which means our maternity photos are tomorrow. We have so much to do. I spent the morning already. I did most of the dishes. There's still a couple to do. I did the laundry and put it all away. I vacuumed the primary bathroom because there's never a point in my life where my house is not covered in animal hair. I even washed the rugs and stuff that go in that bathroom, so we're going to lay those back down because I need to shower today, which is why my hair looks disgusting. But I need to shower, and then I need to let my hair dry to like the perfect level, which is difficult to do because my hair dries at like different paces. The ends dry way faster than the roots. And then we're going to braid it really we're going to try and do it smooth and tight so that it can stay in and not just like get super frizzy like when I sleep on it tonight. Because I need to leave it in until about, I'm thinking like 1 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock tomorrow, because our photo shoot is going to be at like 4:30-ish. I need to paint my nails. Ow. My eyebrow bone doesn't really hurt that much anymore, but just every now and then I hit it just perfect where it still hurts. What else? Like, I'm excited for the photo shoot, but I also know, like, I don't get the photos. I never asked her how long her, like, turnaround time is for, like, editing and things like that, so I'm hoping it's not super long. But I hate that we have to do this whole photo shoot and then I have to wait. I'm the least patient person on planet Earth, and I don't want to have to wait to get the pictures back. I just want to see them, you know? So that sucks. But I'm happy it's happening tomorrow because, I don't know, for some reason I was like telling myself that just because I scheduled maternity photos, I was going to go into like preterm labor and she was going to come before I could get the maternity photos done. Like, I was like, that would just be how my life goes. That would happen to me. So we're all good. She's very cozy in there. But anyway, we are going to go take an everything shower. And I broke one freaking nail. I was trying so hard, and my nails are so good most of the time. But of course, the one time I really needed all of my nails to match and one not to break, I broke my pointer fingernail. It's not terrible. It's had like 2 days to grow out a little bit. But, oh man, did that piss me off. Oh my gosh. It should be illegal how difficult that is these days. But we are fully showered. I am questioning my hair because it's still quite wet, but I didn't want to risk some of like I have all these baby hairs right here and I didn't want to risk them totally drying before I braided it because otherwise they'll just be poofy and frizzy. So I braided it more wet than I typically would have, and I'm very nervous that it won't be fully dry by tomorrow at like 1 o'clock. So we're risking it, and if it's not, then we will, I guess, simply be big sad. But literally shaved my entire body. Oh my god. That might be the last time that happens until birth, because I can see why people say your first shower, like, post giving birth is like life-changing, because I don't remember what it's like for this whole process not to take me 2.5 hours. Like, there's no way that's a normal time for a girl to do like, I get it, some girls have like crazy long drawn out routines, but usually I could get all of this done in 1 hour. And what was the last clip? I said it was 3 o'clock. It is 5:30. I have been showering, shaving, lotioning, drying, braiding my hair. I microbladed my face so that there's no fuzz. And I trimmed my cuticles already because I did that in the bathroom. We are moving on to painting the nails, which... But that is enough to take a girl out. I mean, I could go to sleep right now. So, we're going to watch some vlogs while I paint my nails. I remember what I was going to say. Also, the part of the timing issue is that I lose feeling in my hands. And I know I've said that like the last 2 vlogs or something. But wow, is it hard to microblade your face and to pluck your eyebrows and to, like, I don't even know how this whole, usually I'm so good at doing my own nails. I don't know how this is going to go because once you start to lose feeling in your hands, it's so hard. Like, you can see that you're doing the right thing, but it's so hard to control. It's so weird. I hate it so much. I'm not sure why I turned this on right now, knowing my dog was drinking water. Anyway, ignore it. It is Friday, which means I did not film at all yesterday. Which I really wouldn't have been able to anyway, to be honest. We had a really slow morning. David stayed home from work because we were going to have to meet the photographer at Sycamore Grove. It's like a nature reserve at 4 o'clock. So he stayed home. I just had a super slow morning. I just woke up. I spent the day watching YouTube, having breakfast, lunch, took a nap. Really, I started to get ready way later than I anticipated, but it all worked out totally fine. I'm still waking up. I just got back in from taking out the dogs. But I gave myself like 2 hours to get ready. Did my makeup more like I did the second time around in my practices. And I really loved it. I think it turned out really good. I braided my hair and let it kind of do whatever it did with the braid. And then I just braided 2 pieces back this way and put a big bow in the back. So I think that turned out cute. She thought I got it professionally done, so. But I didn't want to really show much or do anything to kind of give it away because I want the pictures to be like a total surprise. I don't even know what the pictures look like, to be honest. Like, yes, I was there, and so I was a part of taking them, but she never like showed me the camera to show me like the images she was getting or anything. It was... So, it's going to be a surprise for us all. I did see a couple. She did show me, like, a couple there at the end. But fingers crossed they turn out really good because, honestly, I think the whole setup, I was wearing, you know, like the rusty reds, oranges, colors. He wore the light sweater, just because it looked better on him, which I thought it would. And I think from what we were doing, I think we got some really good ones. I'm really, really hoping. I believe, she didn't actually give me a time frame, but I believe at least last time I got a professional photo shoot done, which was, I think I was turning 24? No. I was turning 23? Oh god, now I can't remember. Anyway, at some point in my life, for my birthday, I had a photo shoot done with my grandma because we share a birthday. So we did like a whole birthday photo shoot with the cake. In fact, it's my profile picture on YouTube and all my things. So that was one of the pictures that we took. when I did that photo shoot, I want to say it took her about a week. Different girl, but I'm just applying the same timeline. I think it took her about a week to get me like the rough edits. So like she goes through, obviously erases all the simply bad pictures. And then lightly edits all of the rest of them, sends them to me in a giant file. I get to pick, I believe it's 45 images that she will then fully edit and return to me as the finals. So I think rough edits I'll get in maybe a week. I think the full edited ones, I think it took we did our photo shoot on our birthday, whatever year that was. And I'm pretty sure I didn't have them fully back until, I think I got them in 2 batches maybe. I think I got one in December and one in January. So a month, maybe a month and a half. So I'm assuming this is going to be similar, where after she gets the ones that I've chosen and she fully edits them, it'll be about a month before I get them back. Which means there's a chance that Ava makes her arrival before I get my maternity photos back. But that's okay. No, I totally understand it. I mean, honestly, I think editing pictures takes longer than editing videos. Because I just feel like still frame, just pictures. There's so much to look at because it doesn't move and change, I think editing videos is way easier and takes less time. So, although I'm the least patient person on planet Earth, we will be practicing patience because she was super nice and we did have a really good time. We did run out of sunlight a little bit at the end, so the final ones are kind of more almost moody because it was kind of evening-esque. We did it an hour before sunset, so we should have had the full hour before the sun set. However, there were mountains in the distance, so it kind of cut off a little bit of time at the very end. But oh god, I wish I could. I just want to see them so bad. I just want to know what they look like so bad. There were people at one point there was a bridge and then a river and down, not where the water was, but down towards under the bridge. You could walk next to the river. There was a ton of leaves and brush, and we were doing photos down there, and all the people that were walking on the bridge above us kept going, "Oh, your pictures are going to turn out so cute. You're so pretty." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." God, I'm just so impatient and I want them right now. Anyway, and then just some basic cleaning up today, I think, is the plan, if I can get the motivation and the energy. Nova's hair, I mean, she's going to be bald. It is falling out in gigantic clumps. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. Scout's about to lose her mind because there's somebody walking by the window. Oh my god. 2 days ago, was it? Somebody came by. They basically put trees strategically in front of the windows of the first floor, so people can't really just fully see in, which is fine, but they grow. So they grew out to where they were all up on the windows. So they had somebody come by and just cut off a flat back to the trees so that it wasn't scratching up our windows. Oh my god. You would think World War III. Holy crap. They were losing their freaking minds. But now it's a little bit more open, so Scout can see more when people are walking by. And but what was I saying? Oh yeah, Nova's hair is falling out in gigantic just clumps. I can see it, and I can just pull giant clumps out of her hair. And she doesn't even have that thick of a coat to begin with. It is everywhere. And I sweep every other day. And I swept yesterday, and there are still giant clumps of hair everywhere. And it's all over our bed because they sleep with us. So we have some cleaning to do today. Dishes, laundry, obviously. Well, I don't really think there is laundry. I could do the blankets, though. I made sure all the laundry was done before yesterday so that I had all of the options. I wanted to strategically dress yesterday because I knew that I was going to be changing outfits in the middle of a park where there are humans. So I wore a oversized button-up And then that way I could like slide a dress on, take my pants off from under it, pull it up under my shirt, and then unbutton the shirt and not have to pull it up over my head. It was genius. She kept complimenting me on how thoughtful I was in my outfit, on how I was going to do that. Oh, also, I don't know if I should say this because I'm hoping it doesn't show this in pictures. It's amazing what lighting will do. So when we were at the photographer's like studio and I was trying on the dresses, I picked 2 dresses, right? I literally posted them in the last video, right? Let me tell you, that orange dress, like the kind of tuley, like lacy looking one, fully see-through on the top. I mean, the whole thing, really. The bottom part had a slip, but the top, see-through. David and I both looked at each other and we were like, and I whispered to him and I was like, I swear this had like slip under it when I chose it at the studio. He was like, yeah, I thought so too. But we went with it. Like, it was fine. It wasn't like super obvious, and I was obviously wearing like a nude bra. Like, it was fine. But I strategically chose dresses. Like, I didn't want to do like the maternity boudoir. Like, I wanted dresses that I could like send pictures to family members. And all I'm saying is, if you can see through the top of that dress in the pictures, family will not be getting those pictures. Those will be kept for us. Which would be really sad because like half the photos were taken in that dress. The other dress ended up being perfect and great and it was cute. I love it. But yeah, did not see that one coming. Both he and I were like, are we sure? Like, we ended up going back in the picture from the studio just to see if like maybe we were just blind. He thinks that at the studio it was just the lighting and it was still see-through. We just didn't notice. But also, like, if she knew it was see-through, the whole time we were at the studio, I was telling her I didn't want any, like, plunging necks because I didn't want my boobs out in everyone's face. Like, I wanted them to be relatively modest pictures. Because, like, some people, like, and she was, like, asking me, do I want my belly, like, out, like, showing? And I was like, no. I want to be fully covered. Fully covered. So if she knew that dress was see-through, although she probably just assumed that I could see with my eyes that it was see-through, but I could not. And when we got there and we were in the middle of like daylight, oh wow, was it see-through. So like as we were walking, luckily it was insanely long. As we were walking, I just bunched up a bunch of the tulle and was like, It was fun though. It was fun. I am congested, if you guys can't tell. That's been a thing. I've been getting congested every night for the past, like, I don't know, I want to say like 4, maybe even a week. Like, it's been progressively getting worse, so, but I would say probably a week. And I don't think I'm sick. I think it's just the pregnancy symptoms, because I've heard that's a thing. But you know what else happened? I tried on the whole boots thing where I like had the really cute ones that I really liked, but I couldn't get them zipped, so I returned them, got a new pair, could get them zipped, no problem. Yeah, guess what? Yesterday at the park, couldn't get them zipped. This morning at 5:30 in the morning, one of the many times that I woke up to pee, I could see my feet were like gigantic. Like they were so swollen. And then I forgot about it when I went back to bed, got up this morning, went to go slide my shoes on because it takes way too much work to untie my shoes now. And I have always just slid these shoes on forever. And they were so tight, I could not slide them on anymore. So we have officially hit the point of this pregnancy where I am just like inflated. Like I'm just so bloated and so swollen. Anyway, I need to have some breakfast. I, for some reason, opened this morning already. It's 9:15 a.m. So I guess I won't be having coffee until later. I feel a little backwards, but I should get breakfast, wake up a little, regain the feeling in my hands because that's still a consistent issue. And once we can feel what we're doing, we will clean a little. I'm realizing I did not have any sort of end clip to this vlog. So I'm just jumping into end this vlog. Quick kind of recap of what ended up happening on, I don't even remember what day that is. Today's February 1st. So we're starting a new vlog, literally right after I finish filming this. But in the last clip, basically I called my OB because for some reason I just felt like because the swelling came on so fast, at least in my feet, like it was like overnight, and my feet were very swollen. I just called the office just to kind of like let them know. And they did end up asking me to just come in just to check my blood pressure to make sure it wasn't like preeclampsia swelling. So we did that. I have perfect blood pressure. Like I have not had a blood pressure issue throughout my entire pregnancy. So it all checked out. It all ended up being all good. But that's it. And we are on to the next vlog. Today I'm filming a February reset maybe? I don't know. It is 3 o'clock though, so we should probably get on that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you today in the next one.